Yo, 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 Soup Squad! It's Nimbo Soup back again. I'm actually out of town visiting my girlfriend while you guys are seeing this video. It was a scheduled upload. I was trying to decide what to upload while I was away, so I went over to visit my clips folder, and I happened to notice, for the first time ever, more ground clips than I had air clips. So I did some thinking, and it made me realize that, as an air main, I'm getting more and more used to ground and starting to enjoy it more. So, the purpose of this video is to analyze why that is. This video is an introspective look, and it should help me out just as much as it'll help out you guys. I'll recap what I've been doing that's been helping me not only improve, but have more fun doing so. It's probably going to be all over the place compared to my normal videos, running off script here, but I'm sure you'll get some insight from watching still, especially if you find yourself struggling in ground. Let's get started. As I'm positive you guys will notice in the clips, I've been playing premium tanks recently, namely being the Swedish Sherman, aka the Swede Sherm, shout out to the snail for that one, and the Chinu too. I really don't feel like discussing premium versus tech tree vehicles and why I might be having a better time in premiums, but it definitely at least deserves to be mentioned. So do with this information what you will. Am I saying it's pay to win? No, absolutely not. Do I find it odd that as soon as I buy and start playing premium tanks, the amount of fun I'm having increases? Perchance. Keep in mind, though, I do have skill issues. But that being said, I've really been working on a few of my game skills that my fun increase can probably also be attributed to. We'll talk about what I've been trying to focus on later. For now, one other thing I do want to mention on the topic of premiums is the lineups. The Chinu and the Swede Sherm are my only tanks at their respective BRs in their respective nations. Yes, I bought backups for them both, but still, it does suck only having one vehicle in your lineup. Granted, I have planes, air main, but planes alone don't win games. Point here being, once I have other vehicles for a full lineup, I'm willing to bet that the amount of fun I'm having is going to go up significantly. To anyone that's going to get triggered by my lack of a lineup, I am genuinely sorry about that. If you're in the same situation as I am, please at least buy backups for your premiums. Let's talk about what game skills I've been focusing on. Side note, it's important to realize here that improving at the game is going to make you have more fun in the game. Anyways, first, situational awareness. Everybody, including myself, always memes around by saying, just hold the C key, bro. And yeah, it's definitely necessary to do that as much as possible. But I think I'm starting to realize that situational awareness goes so much deeper than that. On top of holding C, looking at the minimap is an especially important aspect of this that I tend to struggle with. Knowing where both your teammates and spotted enemies are at all times is mega important. I'm starting to notice that the amount of deaths I'm having from people close to me drop as I start to look more and more at the minimap. A lot of the time, if someone is pushed up enough to be close to you, your team might just spot them for you. This makes these deaths entirely preventable by simply being aware of the minimap. One other aspect of situational awareness I've recently realized the importance of: having your volume turned up, especially other players' engine sounds. If you have decent headphones and volume settings, hearing approaching vehicles will be super easy. It's honestly surprising how easy it is to hear other vehicles if you have the right settings. So, make sure your volume settings are good, put some headphones on, and listen away. Making sure I can hear enemies better has had one of the largest impacts of any on improving my ground game. Something else: having patience. I talked about it a little in my ground RB guide, but I'll reiterate here. There is a difference between knowing you need to be patient and actually being patient. This is my main struggle. I know I need to be, but I get bored and I want to push. Some games I'll try to rush to a good spot just like a chicken with its head cut off. And some games, I'll hang back, be a little patient, usually hang around with some teammates, and wait for enemies to expose themselves. Hey yo. Not too far back, don't be a complete camper, but also don't be the aggressor. The difference in the amount of kills I get, and fun I have, in an aggressive versus a passive game is pretty significant. Playing passively early will let you get a couple of kills, guarantee another spawn, and maybe even let you get into that good spot once you've cleared most of the first wave of the enemies. Again, very important to remember here, don't be a complete pacifist, but also maybe don't try to go cap points or get into a good spot on the other side of the map immediately. Hang back a bit, let some stuff develop, get your situational awareness up, and commence the slaughter. Last little thing I want to mention here is learning as I go. Obviously nobody is perfect and mistakes will be made. I make mistakes all the time, especially in War Thunder. But with each game can and will come more knowledge. Map knowledge, vehicle knowledge, you name it. If you make a mistake, learn from it. Maybe you rushed out into an open sightline too early. Or maybe you took a bad shot on a vehicle that you've never faced before, and it made you go into the armor analysis and hangar to see where you can penetrate it. Point is, don't just get all down on yourself. Think about what you should or could have done in that situation to prevent your mistake, and keep it in mind for the future so that you don't do it again. Well, that's about all I wanted to say for this video. By the way, let me know what you guys think of the length of this video. I think I kind of like it under the 10-minute mark. I don't know why I act like I plan out the length of videos before making them. Anyways, I hope you liked and were able to take something from this. If you did, drop a like, a comment letting me know what it was, and consider subscribing. Turn on post notifications too, so that you don't miss any of my uploads. Check out the description for a bunch of important links, and join the in-game squadron if you need one, people. Alright, you all know the deal. This is Nimbo Soup. Nimbo signing out. Take care, fellas. I'll see you guys next week.